Hey everyone, welcome back to News Bites X. Europe is spending 1.5 trillion euros on tech in 2026 to escape American dependence. But here's the uncomfortable part. It cannot actually leave. Because behind the slogans about tech sovereignty, European businesses still run on AWS, Microsoft, and Google. The cloud, the software, the AI stack, the enterprise tools, the security layers, the critical plumbing is still American. And not because Europe is doing nothing. It is building data centers. It is funding AI infrastructure. It is pushing sovereign cloud rules. It is trying to create alternatives. But trying is not the same as replacing. European firms need systems that work today, not in 5 years. Not after another regulatory framework. Today, and right now, the proven tools are still coming from American hyperscalers. That is the trap. Europe wants independence, but its businesses cannot pause while independence is being built. Hardware spending is set to jump 14.3%, software spending 11.2%, but a lot of that money still flows into the same U.S. platforms Europe claims it wants to rely on less. So the invoice says sovereignty, the vendor says America. AI makes this even harder. European consumers are embracing generative AI fast. Daily use is expected to double in 2026, but enterprises are slower, more cautious, and more dependent on established platforms. They need compliance, scale, security, uptime, and support. That is where AWS, Microsoft, and Google dominate. Even defense and critical infrastructure spending doesn't magically solve the problem. NATO countries can raise budgets, modernize systems, and talk about strategic autonomy. But at scale, much of the technology still comes from across the Atlantic. Because AI is not just an app, it is chips, data centers, models, talent, cloud capacity, developer ecosystems, and years of compounding investment. The US built that machine first. Europe is now trying to build a rival machine, while still renting parts from the old one. That is not independence. That is dependency with better branding. And by the time Europe catches up to today's AI stack, the frontier may have moved again. So yes, Europe will spend over 1.5 trillion euros in technology in 2026, but spending big is not the same as breaking free. For now, Europe is not escaping U.S. tech power. It is financing its own dependence just under the banner of sovereignty. This is News Bites X.